Welcome to Wayside Chat, where we are going to be talking about today's updates and maintenance. Okay, let's start off with, let me get on the thing here real quick to get this party started. Alright. Let's see here. New content updates for coming this year. Roadmap. That was May 14th. No, that's not what I'm looking for, people. Okay, this is just gonna tell me the status. It's down. I ain't seen nothing yet. Alright, we're now kicking off today's maintenance, and Fallout 76 will be all offline for all platforms, so we can release update 22 during this time. Yeah. Alright. Okay, it's the start of Season 2, One Wasteland daily ops and legendary perks, as well as numerous of bug fixes and other improvements. Once maintenance begins, blah blah blah, you won't be able to play the game, of course. So this is what we're gonna be. So now we're getting our legendary perks and shit today. Oh yeah, time for this to get fun. Man, I feel like it's gonna be grindy just like the first one. I really do. I feel like it's gonna be extremely grindy. But, you know, it happens. Let's see here. So, this is gonna be fun. So, Daily Ops Season 2 refreshes. And then after that, we got the Fractured Steel. Okay. Well, what up? Thank you for joining. Just going over One Wasteland for All that's dropping today. All new quest line. We got the Steel Dawn, and then we got the Daily Ops and Bombs Drop event, and Season 2, and well, legendary perk cards are supposed to be coming today too. So, I'm looking forward to that. I wonder if they fixed some of the issues with it. Yeah. Yo, what up? I'm just talking about, dude, today. Today's the day that Season 2 One Wasteland drops. It drops today, bro. Today is the day. We'll be getting the Steel Dawn, all new quests. We'll be getting the Bombs Drop event. Plus we've got the Daily Ops also. Yeah, so there's... And we got the legendary perk cards that are dropping today also.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you don't have it downloaded, bro, I would re-download it. Because Brotherhood of Steel is now starting to make their appearance.
Alright. I'll take care of Fallout 4 and whatever other game I'm not really playing that much.
If you want, you can wait to download it, and then I could go when it finally is down. I could go in and check it out. But yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to this Steel Dawn. The ops. Yeah.
I mean, if it's worth the Season 2 event, then yes, I will actually go ahead and try that out, because I kind of screwed my chances with the first season event, and let's just say I only stopped at 69.
That's not a bad number. That's not a bad number to stop at. Welcome everyone who joined the chat. We're over here talking about today's maintenance to basically the one wasteland for all. We'll be getting our legendary perk cards, Steel Dawn quest line, daily ops, season 2 refreshes, and then we have bombs drop event. I'm kind of curious about that one.
The bombs drop event, yeah, that does sound very interesting. So, like,
I'm kind of wondering, is that where you go into a silo and your main objective is just to drop as many bombs as you can, or
is it
are
like,
you preventing one from dropping?
Or is it like a race? Like, say if it's like
a race to see who can launch it, a bombs race.
No, it's basically like a race to see who could stop it. Like, see who could prevent someone to drop a bomb on someone else's camp or something like that.
I bet this will probably have a specific location that you'll have to do it for, being an instant event.
Oh, look at that. It's already downloading.
Yeah, like 3 hours later.
When I probably will hop off and then an hour later, it's done downloading and it's already fully updated.
Yeah.
So, by that time, it's kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone at that point. Plus, it'd be fun to, do all the, new events and all the quests and stuff and see the new Season 2 pack and how it unfolds.
Yeah.
I want to see how that, I actually want to see the new board for it too. Actually, yeah, 3 hours.
Call it. Yeah, but I'm looking forward because from what I'm seeing on their post here, when I go to their post, it says here, we're planning to bring Fallout 76 offline for all platforms at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, September 15th. During this time, blah, 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 we'll be applying Update 22, which includes the start of Season 1, or Season 2, One Wasteland, Daily Ops, and Legendary Perks, as well as numerous bug fixes and other improvements.
Okay, so yeah, I can't really, I mean, I can watch your stream, but, it's like that residual echo.
Oh, that's fine. Just mute it. Just mute the thing, the stream that you're watching, and just talk through the headset. No need for the back feed. Oh man, dude, I'm stoked about this right now. I've been waiting for this because after fucking the first season thing, dude, I was just like, all right, okay. Yep, it's the Armored Ace fucking thing.
Yeah, there's no way I can, meet you at the same time, because it's not letting me, so, for some reason. But, anyways, yeah, I feel you,
Play anywhere in One Wasteland.
Yeah, it feels like that nostalgia to join back in again and just to join in, if you got friends on here that, like I said before, I really never really got the chance to experience Fallout 76 unless I joined this guy and our friend Mole and Smoke and whatnot, and we've been having a huge blast.
Yeah.
Just tearing through stuff and, just making lots of memories and lots of funny, nuking residuals, especially on me being the team killer.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to seeing how this plays out, because you're also supposed to be able to go anywhere and still be able to get shit your level. So you can go with a high level and still get shit for your level.
See,
off the monsters now.
My thing is that, are they gonna do anything about the fucking nuclear winter thing? That's my thing. I'm tired of playing the whole same old. Yes, it's still fun, and it's still, I guess, okay to play every once in a while.
What's up with this new update?
Purpose.
Yeah, Psycho. This is the update for Wasteland 1 or Wastelanders 1.
Yeah, the
Here, I'll tell you exactly what's all going down. We've got the Season 2, which is Armored Ace. We've got the One Wasteland, Daily Ops, and Legendary Perks coming that are coming today. So today is the day we all get to have funs with them Legendary Perk cards.
see now that like you guys have been like I've never experienced the legendary perk card system because I guess like that was like what very first vanilla, but it wasn't supposed to be there.
I don't remember it ever being in here yet.
I think like no.
I
like,
think you're thinking about fucking something else that was in here that they took out. Because if
like,
they would have had
no, it was legendary mods that they had.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was the Scorch Killer mod. It was a star. It gave any weapon you put it on an additional star. They got rid of that because it wasn't supposed to give it a star.
Right. Yeah. No, that was
not a problem, Psycho. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, today is going to be a great fucking Fallout day.
I'm gonna wait for like an hour or so for my game to download, and then I'll join you.
Alright, that's fine. Like, I'm just doing my stream, filling in people with what's going on with today's update and maintenance.
Alright.
Oh, much appreciated, Psycho.
What's he saying?
He said he's gonna sub.
Oh, cool. Nice. How many subscribes does that make that now?
I don't know.
You should check.
I'm doing that right now as we speak. That brings me to 46.
Ooh, congrats, bro.
Alright. I'm crawling.
Slowly getting that climb. Yeah, slowly getting that climb.
Right.
If anything, if anything, if I had a YouTube channel, I probably would have to post like a lot of, or constantly do a lot of updates to it. But if anything,
yeah, bro, I don't even do that because I'm not that savvy with all that extra shit. Like exactly. The only thing I know how to do is I'll just go in and stream, and that's it.
Exactly. That's that whole extra stuff is you gotta have somebody who's more tech savvy. Like I'm tech savvy, but not to the point where you know how to crop photos and then
that shit would I would honestly
and what.
I would get irritated trying to figure this shit out.
I kind of took. You know what's funny? I took TV production for at least a good 4 years of my life.
He's like, I took TV production, and that shit's like, what?
Yeah, dude. Like they taught me how to cut cut videos, how to fucking make sure to render the sounds and crop into certain whatchamacallits.
Well, so hold on 1 second with that real quick. I just want to ask people in the stream here, what are you guys looking forward to in this patch? Is there anything particular that was tickling your fancy?
Sounds like you got a message.
That was Mole messaging me. Like, honestly, I'm looking forward to the wall turrets and the fucking this season.
Now?
Well, in this season, you're supposed to be able to fucking earn wall turrets through the fucking season thing.
Oh, hopefully.
It's either this one or the next one. One of them was supposed to have those, basically the turrets that you see at like the military installations. Those style turrets.
Oh,
the ones that you can stick on walls and ceilings.
Yeah, the ones that would be rotating and stuff, and then one active. Yeah, I know which ones you talk about.
Yeah, those are supposed to be introduced. I don't know if it was this one or the next one. I'm hoping it's this one because I want them. There's also mentioning that there were supposed to be a power armor display case where you can display your power armor, and there's supposed to be an armor display case where you can display your regular armor.
Oh, that'd be nice. So you can custom
sit you can deck out one of your favorite fucking power armors and show it off at your camp.
also your armor set too. You
Yep.
show like people like what you went to go through to get all that grind and like
Or not even that. Like if you just want to make one look like a fucking ritualist, you can have a ritualist outfit just chilling there at your fucking entrance. Two of them, like yeah.
I mean, yeah.
This is a cultist area. Piss off.
That's true too. But like, if anything, if like anybody was being more like imaginative, like someone would probably like build like a big ass base and then put like put their base as like a museum of all their like
Well, yeah,
displays.
that's kind of what I'm saying. Like with the power armor display case, people who like to build now can actually do legit builds. Like I can make a garage and display a fucking power armor, and then have a power armor station right next to it, making it look like this is a fucking garage where I work on power armor and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense than just having to like keep making different more extra spaces that like your base building skills are like are like no lie a really
Yeah.
good aspect. It's the fact
I
that
like my
it
prison that
gives
I
you-
made.
it's the small area of amount of space that the like game gives you. That's the one aspect that I don't like. It's the amount of range it gives you on how you build
Yeah.
in the building space
Well,
area.
That's another thing I wanted to mention. Like I feel like your building area should be bigger and that outside fucking area should be smaller because that fucking outside ring of your build area is so fucking massive. Like if
Right.
they were to shrink that down some, hell,
I
even
think-
shrink it down to your build zone, you could have people build closer to you.
See, I think the thing is that like with every new patch update, I think with every time when someone tries to lay down like their own build,
Mm-hmm.
the game itself tries to like expand, but
Mm-hmm.
it also delays the fact that like there's certain coding areas where your building space area won't allow you to permit to build beyond that
Yeah,
area.
they were supposed to fix that, and like I think like 4 patches ago they were supposed to fix that shit. And
was
there's
supposed to be
still
fixed
clip
6
throughs and spots where it just doesn't wanna work right. It's like okay, well I'll just
Yeah.
try a different aspect of it.
Or like and it depends on the location too, because I noticed like in areas where it's more wooden, like when you're building, like it kind of fucks it up a lot where you're trying to build and there's just trees everywhere. Aside to the fact where you're building somewhere like in a plain area, like no trees,
Yeah,
no
that's
nothing.
I know, I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah, they definitely need to fix the foundation layouts because it's hard, to find level enough areas to actually build something that'll actually look decent enough without it looking like it's half floating.
Or like at least like it just looked like you half-assed it, but really you're just like
It's just the fucking terrain fucking your shit.
And on that subject,
Yeah.
like from Fallout 4 to Fallout 76, I noticed that when I was building, like, on my survival mode character, like, the layout on how, like, they expanded in each area where you're supposed to claim a territory, I see how big and wide the range space is compared to 76's range space. And
But yeah.
my conclusion to that is when people join into 76, it's because like where you try to spawn your camp, and then it says, oh, you can't place this here because such and such won't allow it, or like someone else has already placed their camp in that exact same area. I think that's because like 76 is saving those like people's area spaces every time when they log in, and when people like try to log into a different server or on a server that's like a completely same server like that one, it kind of fucks it up in general, and it's like
Oh no! What I think is what
it's
happened.
kind of sandwiching me.
It was
codes or
well, something similar to that. What I feel like is when you join a server and you get that message popping up, and you just like, whatever, I'm just gonna stay, and your camp comes in. I think what it is there's someone it was in that vicinity with their camp, and they just left server as you're joining, so the rendering is still going, and the game thinks it's there, but then when you just go, okay, whatever, I'm still staying here, it realizes, oh, hey, there isn't a building here, so I can place the camp. That happens to me more times than not, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't even care.
Okay, hold on. Now, there's a third theory I want to shoot at you. Now, you remember, you told me that you play Fallout 76 offline, right? Like, you know, like you can hop on there, like, you know, without no hassle of having to deal with any kind of online hassle bullcrap, right?
For the most part.
For the most part. Because 76 was supposed to be, like, you know, I mean, yeah, I know it's supposed to be a multiplayer game, but now they're trying to, like, you know, single it down to like a single player / co-op.
No, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make everyone happy, but they're not realizing the people who've taken on the raider aspect roles of the game, because the beginning fucking vanilla of this, dude, there was nothing besides you, other players, and fucking fucking enemy AIs. No NPCs, nothing.
Yeah.
So people took on these roles to get a different aspect of the game, except for the same shit day in and day out. Go out, do some missions, kill some shit, loot some stuff. No, I stepped into the role of the raider because I want to be that dude that's gonna be, oh, you're over here taking some shit? Well, guess what? I'm a raider that's going to come over here and try to fuck your shit up while you're trying to take it.
And see, like, you know, before they took out, like, you know, the whole PvP system where, like, you know...
Oh, it pissed me off when they did that.
Yeah. It makes it more interesting to really, like, you know, have that aspect, knowing you've made so much time and development on a character for a specific build to PvP with characters, and especially if you're a raider. Now, me, I'm more of, like, you know, a rescuer or settler build, so I probably would, like, you know, but that's the thing I was talking about, like, you know, the whole factions group. That's why, like, you know, that's what they need to put into this thing, is, like, you know, since they're bringing in the Brotherhood of Steel.
I agree. Like, you know, there should be a place where you can faction, where you can, like, get like a whole group and then build like a settlement for your faction, and then from there, you know, the game would evolve so exponentially in a community-wise, because then you would have, instead of having these houses take up big-ass fucking build spots, you could have a big-ass fucking build spot with a lot of fucking buildings in it, because you got someone who, you gotta, like, let's say, let's say they add in fractions, but in a different aspect than what we know as of, like, Raider faction, Brotherhood of Steel faction. They add in fractions where you could either do the settler side, where you make a settler type encampment installation type build place, or you can make a Raider or a Brotherhood of Steel one. And based on what you would do would be based on what type of quests and missions you would do. And they would intertwine with each other, so there would be still PvP conflict between the three fractions.
Okay, first, it sounds like you're saying fractions instead of factions.
Factions.
Secondly, yeah, I agree with you on that, because, like, okay, say if, like, you know, you're on the settler side and, like, you know, you cross paths with the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, that
that's the cycle. You're correct.
Yeah, with that faction, like, you know, coming into each other, like, you know, that's automatically, like, you know, I wouldn't say it's automatic, but, like, you know, it could start a PvP thing where, like, you know, oh, I'm from the Brotherhood of Steel, and if you shoot one of my teammates, it signals everybody for a whole, like, you know, a roundabout PvP. And it's not just one player versus, no, it's like the whole team thing. Like how they used to have
like that, but what if you were to do it more simplistically with the fractions individuality for their missions? Let's say the Brotherhood of Steel...
Yeah.
Hold on, listen. What if we were to say Brotherhood of Steel has to go to a military installation to investigate? Alright? And let's say at the same time, the Raiders got to go to that same installation and get either the same or a different item, and you come into that area, it'll be an area where it loads into itself. We go inside, and if, let's say, a Brotherhood of Steel person is there, and you go in, automatically PvP starts. No ifs, ands, or buts. Whoever comes out of there alive gets the item.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying. Basically, like, you know, the Halloween match thing that we usually do.
Yeah, basically, and that's like if you were to do the Watoga's fucking school's Halloween thing, and you were to mix it in with like a public event type style.
Right.
Like anyone who is of that faction can just, as soon as two different opposing fractions go into that area, the event proxies, it pops. The event starts, and then whoever is on either two of those fractions that are in there can go in there and PvP, and whoever comes out gets the item and a reward for the fraction.
Right. Yeah, right. And, like, you know, the losing side, they'll still gain XP for
but they won't get the item that they were seeking for. They'll still get a consolation prize.
Yeah, like, you know, a few
for that participation. Yeah, there you go. That word.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're very, like, you know, on the roll with this. I
like, if anybody has any objections to the ideas, like, or any other ideas themselves that they should, like Psycho said that they should have a system like Division 2. I agree that the system like that, but if they were to tweak it a little bit more for the Fallout universe, I think it could possibly work in that aspect. Because you would have a guild hall, basically same concept. You'd go out and do missions to earn shit for your guild or clan or whatever they decide to call it. And yeah, it would bring in a lot of aspect of the other game, and it would instill PvP into the game still, because there are so many fucking snowflakes out there. It's like, there's been times me and my friends have done our raider thing. Oh, we see someone taking a fucking a location or a resource. We'll go over there and fuck with it, and then they'll start bitching, complaining. Oh, why are you doing this? I'm gonna complain to Bethesda. You're griefing. I'm like, bro. First off, you're in a PvP zone. Every location that has a resource that you can claim is a PvP zone. So you claiming it, and then me coming over killing you, don't bitch. That is your own fault.
Okay, my dude. So listen to this. So my theory is, okay, so you know when you start a new character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say if, like, you know, you're... Oh, God dang it, dude.
No, go ahead, take the call. We'll wait.
No,
for those that all that just joined, appreciate you stopping by to the Wayside Chat. We are going over today's updates for the maintenance. So today we'll be getting our Season 2 pass, daily ops, legendary perk cards, and the Steel Dawn quest line. And some other fixes and shit for the game too.
And we're also discussing, like, you know, any additional things that Bethesda and any of you guys can, like, you know, throw any ideas out there, you know, that would actually help a lot to get the ball rolling. Like, okay, like,
if Bethesda ever watches my streams, or if they ever check them out, I'm sure they'll eventually stumble across it. Or I'm sure people have already said the same thing I have to them.
Yeah, like, you know, trust me, like, you know, word has probably gotten now that there are many ideas out there, and they're probably getting some one by one. But, okay, so like I was saying before, I had the idea where when you make a new character, right, and you get it to a specific level, like, you remember how, like, you know, in the vanilla, you have to be, like, level 50, and then, like, you know, you have to access certain parts of the quest line to actually continue and then, like, progress. Alright, now that they added the factions system into it, say if, okay, you're now level, like, maybe, say, early, maybe 30 to 50 in that range. Like, 50 being where you can choose to be in any kind of faction, but 30, you're like, you know, you have to choose which faction you have to start off with at 30.
I have a problem with that. I feel like once you choose a fraction, that's what you're stuck with. There's no flopping around.
But that's the beauty of when you get a higher like level, like when you reach like level 50, that's when you can be like, that's when the game gives you the option to be like, okay, since you're like level 50 and all, you can choose to be in either faction, but like
So
it
basically,
gives.
like the concept of
But listen,
ESO
but
and their
listen,
main storyline, where you finish
yeah,
it off, you have the access to go to either one of the other two to finish them off, and then vice versa. So basically, you get
exactly.
aspects of all three of the fractions, and you'll be able to get anything. That don't sound like a half bad idea. That actually would be really beneficial because then everybody would be able to get a chance to taste each piece of the lifeline.
Exactly,
You'll be
because
able to taste the Brotherhood, the life. You'll be able to taste the Settler life, and then you'll be able to taste the Raider life.
yeah, like
That would not be a bad mechanic to add into it. At max rank in that fraction, you have the option to, if you choose,
to
to go
yeah.
to any of the other two fractions.
Now here's like the backdraft of that idea. Say
Hmm.
if somebody wanted to like put that level cap where okay, yeah, you're at 50 now, but they want to put it to an extra level where okay, now you're at level 100. See, like here's how like
Hmm.
here's the backdraft of the idea where it goes wrong. See, in that aspect where you made that new character and you can now choose to be in any kind of faction, when you're at 50 you stop and like once you choose another different faction to choose to mess with, it's basically okay, you finished with one faction, now you can choose to be in this faction now or choose to be in the other faction, like it's like vice versa.
So basically,
But
you're saying as long as you have one character that has a max win, any other characters you make should have the opportunity to choose any fraction.
exactly.
Well, you technically do because at a low level, when you start, you can pick any one of the three fractions off rip. So let's say you make three characters.
Right.
One character for each one of the fractions. All right, there you go. Now you have all three fractions on three different characters, and now you can run three different characters three different ways in them three fractions. Instead of making it too repetitive, and I agree. Like I would love to be able to hit 50 in a fraction, jump to another fraction, get that to 50, and then hit the final
Yeah,
fraction.
yeah, that, yeah.
But what you're talking about is negating half of the ability and just being like, just hit 50, and then any character you create can go to it. Well, then if that's the case, then I might as well just make three characters and put each one of those characters in each different fucking fraction
Yeah.
and just go ham with it.
See that's the backdraft of like if a coder on Bethesda side was to think like what, I'm gonna do that, I'd be that type of dick and be like what, yeah, let's get them on that level where they can be like level 50 and choose a different faction when they like completed the first fraction, and then now like that their level 50 cap is like at that max range, they can choose a second faction to choose to and see if they can help them out. And you know what? That's a that just brought an idea to my head.
Honestly, I
What if?
think the simplest way to do it.
Hold on. Before you say anything, hold that
Hmm.
idea. When you hit that level cap 50 and you get to choose to be in another faction, think about it like this: it changes the story quest line. See, now you can shoot like those two factions can help one another to take down on like one faction, or
Mm.
you can just like portray like
I feel
you
like
have one
that
faction and then
aspect would become cancerous as shit in the game.
see.
Because
I feel like
there would be too many shady people doing shady shit just trying to fuck people over because they have the ability. And it would
but
end
think
up
about
crumbling the
like
infrastructure of it because people would just go in and basically just fuck off people's shit. Infiltrate someone else's ranks, figure out where they are, and fucking just ride in. Like, nah,
no,
you got one fraction.
yeah,
That's
that's
it.
true. But
You finish that
there,
fraction, you can go to another one. There's no in
but
betweens. There's no nothing.
but there is a failsafe for that, and let me tell you. So
Your mom?
it will, besides my mother,
Okay.
it will literally tell you like what faction you're already in and what other faction you've already joined. So your character on that character list, and even if you make a new character, it will still carry over. Not carry over, but
So
it
you're
will tell
basically
other.
saying you'll have a status that says, hey, this dude
Yeah,
has a 50 and
has joined
Raider.
this faction. Yes.
And
like,
then he has 0 in fucking Brotherhood and 0 in Settlement.
Exactly. And then, like, it'll show those statuses where, like,
I don't know.
where, like, it gives, like, I get where you're coming from. Like, yeah, dealing with shady.
What do you guys think in the chat? What are y'all thinking about these ideas?
I mean, these are probably good ideas that people haven't really thought of, really.
I don't know. Like, there are some creative people out there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't deny that, but I'm just saying, like, they haven't really, like, put it on a different aspect of a broader spectrum of how far.
I never judge people's spectrums and how they think about things.
No.
I'm always open for ideas,
like,
shit like that.
Ooh,
especially you, Psycho. You over there laughing and whatnot, just enjoying what we're talking about. What you got to say about all this?
He's probably giggling like.
Oh yeah. His last thing was laugh my ass off.
It was probably from your mom.
Yeah, your mom joke.
Yeah, but no, you know what they should do? They should add in like a mode, like like just like Nuclear Winter, but a mode like for just like in Red Dead.
Survival mode. They need to bring back fucking survival mode. Like, I don't even know why they took that shit in the first place.
Besides survival mode, I think they should add in a horde mode. Like, like
why? Like, you got that shit.
Massive amounts of like, glowing enemies.
Bro, you got that in Colossus Problem. I mean, fucking that dude's got plenty of fucking shit spawning of fucking.
I'm saying
Wendigos.
Like a different game mode on its own. Like,
I'm sure there's fucking events and shit out there that are exactly what you're describing.
But okay, say if it's like, damn,
because when you're talking about defending an area and hordes, dude, you got fucking.
Oh no, I'm not saying
not lying in the sand, but like the one down at the old Brotherhood. Well, yeah.
You gotta survive. Like, no defending, no nothing. Like, you basically, it's like a.
I feel you, Psycho. Kind of I feel you.
What's he saying?
He said, "I'm with it, but just chilling and high."
True. True, I feel you.
Well, we're supposed to be having Acreus of the Lost, Darth Hat Daddy, as some may know him as, on his Twitter and whatnot. He's supposed to be joining us here shortly. I just don't know when. Let me find out.
Background character, I'm just like the excess of the group. You only hear my sexy voice when it's needed.
Apparently, he's been needed for a hot minute, then, huh?
Oh, I mean, I gotta brush my teeth first. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that hot. Oh God, that's
dragon breath over there. You Q-tip dragon-looking motherfucker.
Man, if you don't shut your Thor-looking, Chris Hemsworth-looking self up, bro.
Bro, you tall Dr. Pepper Cheeto-ass-looking motherfucker, shut your mouth.
Man, if you don't shut your cool Cheeto-looking self-ass up.
Well, on another note, like, is anybody, like, specifically looking for anything in this update that they were waiting for? Like I was saying earlier. Oh yeah. If you're waiting for that, then sucks to be you that you've been waiting for that.
Yeah. Get in line, people.
Alright, hold on 1 second. Pardon the blue screen real quick. I gotta send a party invite to a buddy, because I can't seem to find it. So I'm going to assist them in finding this. Let's see here. Here we go. Invite. I'm finding Nemo already. There we go. Sorry about the blue screen, everybody.
Anything else going on with me, man?
I don't know, but yeah, this is gonna be an insane fucking update. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay, with that,
we're good.
Like, dude, I got 107 minutes left on this download.
Oh yeah, dude, you're gonna have a hot minute. Dude. I'm hoping the fucking legendary perk cards though work out good.
By my time frame, which is I'm at 10:49 a.m. like Florida time. So by maybe around noonish, most likely 11:30, it'll probably be done downloading, and like by then, like, you've already probably, like, level capped, like, already level 10. I already know you. I know this guy. He
What do you mean,
literally
10?
Bro,
10 what?
I'm sorry. 10, I'm sorry, 10's a low number. He'll be level capped by level 25 by, like, 2 o'clock his time.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? The season pass?
Yeah.
But I won't get that far.
No, I know you. You get that. Bro, I feel like it literally takes you, like, one full day.
Psycho's like hot, man, like his breath. Ha! Get roasted.
Bro, how many times a day I get roasted by you guys? And
Every
that still doesn't
day.
affect me. Oh,
Hot
man.
minute, like his breath. Fucking
Hey, it may
that's
be
hilarious.
hot like my breath, but that's not what your girlfriend said last night when she came over.
Hey Dax, it's funny that you talking about that because I had your mom over last weekend, dude. I found out that she likes the Eiffel Tower.
Man, that's funny because your sister said the same thing, but she liked the Pyramid of Egypt.
I figured she would. She is weird as shit.
She told me to open her Nile River.
Welcome back to the inside of blah blah blah. Yeah, basically, let's see here. Let's do an in-depth. It says one wasteland for all. Experience all that an Appalachia wasteland has to offer, no matter your level. Rebalance combat and reward scale to your level, so players at different levels can easily team up to experience the entire world together, from the Toxic Valley to the Cranberry Bog.
You know
I
what
thought I was
really...
gonna say from the toxic people. I'm about to say yeah. There are some.
You're very toxic.
I am not. I resent that.
Nah, you're toxic when it comes to shooting me in the head with bullets.
Oh yeah, of course I'm always like that.
But nah, he's a good guy. Like, if I met him in real life, I'd probably have a beer with him, and then probably, like, probably have 2 beers.
So we're gonna have missions at fucking Atlas.
Shit, I'm kind of glad I'm re-downloading 76. I mean, I told myself I'm
Yep, it's gonna be the same thing. It's the same thing as last time. It's gonna drop, and you won't be able to do your purchases on it until 2 weeks after it's dropped.
Ooh, you know what I'm really hoping for? A new change in armor set.
Like how?
Okay, so you know how we all had the camo thing, like, going on? So what if they changed it? Like, instead of, like, the whole, it was a camo, the Gillywog thing, the whole Gillywog camo.
Yeah. Hold on, I got some information. All right. Hey, I'm looking through the frequently asked questions, and here's one of the questions. Aside from challenges, what other activities will increase my score? Answer: in Season 1, you will also be able to... I don't know, is this fucking Season 1 shit?
Yeah, you're reading Season 1 stuff.
What the fuck? How in the hell...
Bro, like...
Alright, hold on one second. Hold on, because... I went and clicked on the thing for the information for this shit, and it brought me to this, so I must have to go down further and see what's going on. No, what the fuck? Well, then I guess this entitles for all of it, then.
Damn. I honestly want to go back on Call of Duty. But now there's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Let's see here. If a daily and weekly challenge no longer award atoms, will I still earn the same amount in the new system? Answer: there are a few atoms overall up for grab in the new system, but you still earn them as you increase your season rank, as well from lifetime challenges such as character combat, social, survival, and will challenges. As a result, you will still be able to save up atoms for Atom Shop items, but you will now also directly unlock lots of new items, including cosmetics for your blah blah blah. We know that. So basically,
Um,
it's the same as the first one. Like, there's not gonna be any other ways to get atoms other than through your actual fucking challenges. Like, they're not gonna have them in your dailies anymore. Which
oh,
really
that
sucks because if
sucks.
you, for some of us, we've got majority, if not almost all our shit fucking done. So getting atoms
That's
that
you
way
guys.
is literally almost impossible, if not non-solete. Like, not even gonna happen.
uh, that's you guys. See, I
And it
found out
sucks.
that,
It
but
really does.
hold on. I found out something different though. Like, every time when I made a new character and I did something like, and I level capped that character to a specific level before I deleted it, I noticed that I kept getting random atoms for like, different events that like, that shouldn't have registered, but I've already registered for my first character.
I don't
And then
know.
I'm like, then I think it's like, I think every time when you made a new character, it's like, you get more, you can get those atoms again.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to
It's
stop you
just a
there because I'm gonna go over the Fallout 76 Update 22 patch notes, September 15th, 2020. Alright, update 22
okay.
highlights. One Wasteland. Creatures level now adjust drastically to more closely match characters' levels. So you can adventure anywhere in Appalachia, whether alone or with your friends. So now if you're traveling with like a 50 plus and you're only like a 15, you'll kill 15 shit while they're killing their level according monsters, and when it dies, you'll get your level fucking gear instead of killing a level 50 and it dropping level 50 and you're 13.
Okay, makes sense.
Alright, Fallout 76 Season 2. Join Armor Ace and the Power Patrol in the battle against the Red Viper by ranking up an all-new scoreboard and claiming tons of rewards along the way.
See, now that just sounds interesting. The Red Viper. Now
That's
that
supposed
sounds
to be
like,
the Red Menace, I guess, in a sense.
see, like, yeah, like, all the Fallout games, it's called the Red Menace or the Red Death or some stuff, or
Yeah, because
the
there's a new outfit that's
Communists.
coming with it.
So now, see, now I think the red whatever you just said is going to be a new faction. That's going to be a new aspect.
Maybe.
76 later down the road.
Alright.
Because
Hold on, bro. Let me finish going through the highlights. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Daily Ops. Gear up, grab your pals, and get ready to take on challenging, repeatable, and randomized encounters called Daily Ops. Legendary perks. Become legendary with the new high-level perk cards that will offer more power and build diversity to your character. One Wasteland. With today's update, we're excited to introduce One Wasteland to Fallout 76, which allows characters to to adjust their levels up or down on the fly to more closely match each player they encounter. If multiple players all come across the same enemy at the same time, its level will simultaneously raise from the higher level player and drop the lower level player for the lower level player. So basically, if I go in and let's say I see a level 68, it's going to be 68 to me, but to them, it's going to be in their level range. They're going to see it their level. And then in the process of it dying, I'm going to get my level according gear, like 50, and he's going to get his level according gear, which would be whatever level he is. In addition to their levels, each creature's damage, health, and resistance, as well as the loot they drop and EXP they reward, will also better match each player, like I said. This means that all players who are venturing together can have an impact on giving combat encounters. So basically, you can go into an area as a low level and still do damage to something that I'm shooting at. Even if it's a large level gap between them. While creatures will still have minimum and maximum levels, such as a max of level 50 in the forest, they are now more flexible overall. One Wastelands opens up more opportunities to venture anywhere in Appalachia, whether alone or with your friends. It also smooths out some of the early game bumps for new players, allowing higher level players to get max level loot in previous low levels regions, and should offer more consistent combat encounters for everyone. Alright, the new season board and rewards. Alright, join Armor Ace and the Power Patrol in their march against the oppressive subjugators and his army of Red Viper minions during Fallout 76 Season 2, which begins today. Season 2 brings an all-new Armor Ace scoreboard to the game, featuring 100 ranks for you to achieve during the next 10 weeks. We've added a host of rewards that you will unlock as you rank up, including new power armor paint, armor and weapon skin, themes cosmetic, camp items, and in-game currencies, perk cards, and more. We've made several adjustments this season that you may want to keep in mind as you dive in. Rank ups will be you can do your rank ups immediately. As soon as it drops and you got the atoms, boom. So those who would like to rank up atoms can join the fight and crush the Red Vipers starting today. So as soon as the shit's available, you got the atoms. It's probably going to be 50. It's going to cost you 15,000 atoms to get from fucking 0 to 100. Just so you're well aware. We've implemented some new dailies and weekly challenges such as daily ops, theme challenges, to offer you even more day-to-day varieties you rank up as you rank up. We've also added more weeklies to the challenge lineup so you have more flexibility to progress on your schedule. Finally, we made several of last season rewards like lunch boxes, the ammo converter, available at gold bullion vendors, as players who missed them have another opportunity to unlock them. So some of the stuff that was in the last season pass, you can go to one of the bullion people and buy it, which is nice. Let's see here. Daily ops. Put your skills to the test by taking on instances, randomized, and repeatable encounters called daily ops. Daily ops are fairly challenging, and so we recommend them for characters who are level 50 plus. Our first game mode for daily ops is called Uplink, which will require you to secure a series of uplinks to track down and destroy enemies that are threats to Appalachia. In daily ops, you'll square off against enemies from a single faction who are affected by a unique mutation, which will make them deadlier and even more challenging to take down. Complete your objectives, eliminate the enemy threats, and you will be rewarded for your efforts to make Appalachia a safer place for everyone. Alright, to join a daily op, open the map screen and find a new world activity tracker we've added in the lower left corner. Select a daily op from the list to learn more about it, including which location, enemies, and mutations you will face. Enter the daily op directly from the tracker by clicking the Join button. You can take on daily ops alone or in a team. It is up to 4 other players. Each day, daily ops will feature a fresh combination of locations, enemy factions, and enemy mutations to keep you on your toes. And here are some of the locations: the Burrow, the Burning Mine, Valley Galleria, or Vault 94. Here are your enemy factions: Super Mutants, Blood Eagles, or robots. Piercing Gaze. The mutation is always applied to an enemy's the uplink daily ops mode. It gives them a greatly enhanced perception of players. Volatile. Enemies will explode on death. Active Camouflage. Enemies will be cloaked when not attacking. Resilient. Enemies can only be killed by melee attacks. Freezing touch. Enemies' attacks will freeze players. Since you will be facing constant combat and deadly threats during our operations, we've reduced the conditioning damage you take by your weapon and armor by 50% while on daily ops. That's fucking awesome.
Wait, what now?
They reduce the damage and degradation of your armor and weapons by 50% while you're in these ops.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see here. Like the event A Colossus Problem, creatures in daily ops will drop ammo based on the weapon you are using when you take them down. This will help your ammo reserves top off through lots of combat. You can repeat daily ops as often as you like each day, and you will receive a base set of rewards every time you complete one. However, there are 3 additional reward tiers that you can reach once per day by completing a daily op within a certain time limit. Initiate tier, 16 minutes or less. Paladin tier, 12 minutes or less. Elder tier, 8 minutes or less. The higher the tier you achieve, the higher the chance to get better rewards, including more XP, larger amounts of in-game currency, legendary items, and even a brand new item like the Warglaive, which is the customizable two-handed melee weapon. I want it. I want it now. After finishing a daily op, you will be able to view an operation report which shows you how fast you managed to complete it, which reward tier you reached, and the list of rewards you earned except for the EXP and currency. Now for the legendary perks. Alright, legendary perks are new high-level perk cards for players who have reached level 50 plus, which will help you add even more power to your build, diversity to your character. We've added new legendary perk button to the top of the normal perk card menu, which you can use to access and modify your legendary perk slots and cards. You will unlock your first legendary perk slot at 50 and up to 6 slots at total at certain level milestones. That after that 75, 100, 150, 200 and 300. If you already have high level characters, they will immediately have access to one legendary perk slot for each of the above milestones you have reached. For example, a level 250 character will have access to 5 legendary perk card slots and will gain the 6th slot at level 300.
Damn.
One legendary perk card can be equipped to each slot, and you can unequip them at any time in exchange for 1 perk coin. More on perk coins below. Alright, we'll get to that. Legendary perk slots are account wide and will be available for all your characters as soon as you unlock them. Okay, even your character below level 50 will be able to equip legendary perk cards in these slots, will give them access to more power at an early stage of the game than your higher level character has at that level. So basically, you got a main character at 300. Well, now any character that you make now after that, any new characters will now have access to all 6 legendary perk card slots.
No fucking way.
Yeah, that's what it just said. Okay, with legendary perks, we're introducing perk coins, which can be used to increase the power of your legendary perk cards by upgrading them. Okay, earn perk coins by scrapping your unused normal perk cards. Each perk card you scrap will grant you 2 perk coins. For example, if you scrap a rank 1 perk card, you will receive 2 perk coins. If you scrap a level 3 perk card, will award you 6 perk coins. Each legendary perk card can be upgraded up to 3 times at a price of 50, 100, and 150 perk coins to reach rank 2, 3, and 4, respectively. I feel like that's a little expensive. 50, 100, and 150? Like, that's a lot of fucking shit right there. But, okay. Legendary perk selections and upgrades are separated from each of their own characters. To help give your perk coins collection on boost. Morning. Just going over the update. It drops today, Mo.
And I'm re-downloading
New season pass, the whole 9 yards. I'm just going over some of it. The legendary perk cards come today too. Legendary perk selection and upgrades are separated from each other of your characters. To help give your perk coin collection a boost, we've added a Become Legendary challenge to the character challenge menu, which awards 50 perk coins to a character who has reached level 50. So that's an automatic fucking 50 perk coins right there just because you're 50 plus.
Yep.
Legendary.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so that they haven't tagged it so that when you hit 50, you get it.
Well, from what they're saying, like for me being 300, I'm automatically going to gain access to all 6 slots. And here's a kicker. All of the new characters I make have access to all the 6 slots too.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see here. Where was I at?
That's better.
Okay, please note, if your characters are already 50 plus, this challenge will already be completed for them the next time you log in, and the 50 coins will be added to your perk coins total automatically. So there you go, Mo.
Yay.
Alright, we're going to design updates. Alright, General. Here we go. Fast travel is now free to fast travel to the Foundation and Crater. Fuck, about time.
About time.
Right,
like, I was tired of spending, like, fucking a shit ton of fucking caps just to get to those places.
It's too bad they can't, like, give our caps back.
Alright, combat. Bonus damage. We've changed the way that damage bonuses are calculated so that we have applied ability instead of multiplications. Please note, while stacking damage bonuses will not have a smaller overall effect on your damage output than before, these changes will make the resulting damage much more predictable and allow for future improvements. This is very important for the health of the game going forward. It will also create better opportunities for us to make smarter and more effective balances changes. We are still evaluating feedback we gathered on these changes from the PTS, but we also welcome your thoughts on how different weapons and builds feel after today's update so that we can make additional adjustments in the future. Items. Alien Blaster. Damage increased by 30%. Legendary weapons. The Assassin's legendary attribute now applies its bonus damage to human NPCs.
Oh, well that's alright.
Secret Service armor. Plans for light and ultralight limbs for the Secret Service armor have been added and are now purchasable at at Vault 79. We'll just say that. Shishkit Flob now deals fire damage instead of energy damage.
Really?
Yep. Perks. Modern Renegade. Increase Modern Renegade's chance to cripple limbs from 2, 3, 4 to 4, 8, and 12%. Tank Killers. Tank Killers. Pistols now benefit from the Tank Killer perk card. Right. User interface. Public teams. We've renamed the building team to casual and removed the casual team bonus In its place, we've added a daily op team type, which offers bonus XP for completing daily ops, 25% bonus XP to start, and plus 100% bonus XP for a fully bonded team. Nice. So now there's
Yeah,
going to be
I'm
one
thinking that's
specific
a lot
for daily
better,
ops.
huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the daily ops. I'm gonna be grinding because they got a new melee weapon, a two-handed fucking sword called a
Wait for me
glaive.
for at least a good hour, dude. My game's almost done downloading.
Alright. We did this in part because it is not possible to build in public teams, camps, and partly because most
Yeah,
players
no
were
shit.
using the building team and they had instances intended casuals to be used anyways.
Wow.
Removing the casual team option, it made room for us to add the new daily ops team type, which we feel players will find more useful following today's update. Yes, I agree. That
I
that
agree.
builder thing,
Yep.
like I didn't
Stupid.
understand why they added in a building thing. Like you couldn't,
Because
you can't build at someone else's camp.
Yeah,
I think
only in
I think
workshops.
they were going for. I think they were going for like a Fortnite kind of aspect.
I don't know.
with the buildings.
All right,
so.
world. Vault 94 is now accessible during world exploration in adventure mode and private worlds. I didn't even know you couldn't go into it. I don't know. I've never tried. Vault
Really?
51. We've added a new no camp zone around Vault 51 exterior in preparation for future content.
So
Vault
no
51 is coming back.
Oh.
Alright, now we got bug fixes.
Of course, here we go. The supposed.
Alright, apparel. Under Armour no longer clips through Charlie the Moo Moo outfit.
Oh, good.
Emotes. We equipped Grognak's Battlecry emote. Now correctly displays its icon in the emote wheel. Headwear. Extreme facial features no longer clip through the ghillie suit's hood face mask. So if you give your dude like stupid fucking nose,
Really
it doesn't
long
clip through.
nose, yeah.
Or really wide chin. Lighting. Corrected lighting issues affecting the inside of Charleston Capitol building. Lighting. Corrected lighting issues that were affecting buildings interior in Morgantown train yard. Loot bag. Fixed an issue with the Vault-Tec duffel bag model that made it difficult to interact with. Yeah. That motherfucker had the smallest fucking box to find to be able to loot it.
Because they were using the same aspect as the paper bag.
Yeah, I think so.
No, it was easier to loot the paper bag.
Yeah, weapons.
Yeah, but I'm saying. Okay, go ahead.
Fix an additional issue that could cause crippling when reloading a handmade rifle with the Screaming Eagle paint. Well, I had that adamantium skeleton, so I didn't have to worry about that at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Camps and workshop ammo converter. Attempting to sell 40mm grenade rounds no longer result in a transaction failed error. Blood Eagle's Nest.
Using that thing?
I guess. Blood Eagle Nest. Allies can now enter and exit the Blood Eagle Nest more easily. Blueprint. The select option in the blueprint menu now correctly appears grayed out when the player is not currently highlighted an object. Camp. Resource generated by objects like the Collectron, Fertilizer Producer, and etc. are now stored in the player's stash or scrap box if they move camp location before collecting them. Camp. Fixing issue that could prevent fast travel to another player's camp if the camp owner has a Future Tech camp skin equipped. That was something Lost was having an issue with. He'd had it on his thing, and it would just make his camp utterly and completely disappear off the map. Like it did not even exist. Gamer, I think it's going to be down for another hour or so, maybe another 2 hours. And I think it's only been down for an hour now.
Dude, I'm finna.
I'm
be
not
asleep for a good
sure.
hour.
I'm not sure 100% because they haven't said anything about the downtime.
It's always
And
down
it's
for
like, you know,
like
Yeah.
2.5, 3
And
hours.
it,
It's
Yeah.
and it's for like, you know, different regions too. Like, you know, you gotta think about that aspect too. Different time
You know,
zones.
they shut them all down at the same.
You are
Like,
coming
after-
in like a robot right now, so you must adjust your microphone.
Okay.
Come back to us when you are in human voice mode.
Is it better?
No, he's a little
it is
choppy.
much worse. You are sounding more robot than usual. Can not
Okay,
compute.
I'll try and fix this.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, that was
there's a
even
lot of
worse.
shit they did in here in this patch. Like, I
Oh,
still got
dude.
a whole bunch of shit to go through, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm finna fall asleep. I can't. I can't. You probably got like a lot more to go.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's a little better. Alright, let's
It's
go.
still bad, huh? You know what? I'll just leave the party and try.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm actually finna dip anyways. I gotta go to sleep. I'm gonna let this game download and then you can.
Alright, man. You take it easy.
Later, lasers.
Alright, let's see here where I leave campfires. Objects that can only be placed in dirt can no longer be built on a campfire. Damn. Communist bunker. Objects placed on the floor of a communist bunker no longer appear to float. So they fixed that. Communist bunker. The interior walls of the communist bunker are now hexagonal rather than circle to help players more easily place wall decor. Communist bunker. The building required for the communist bunker now correctly calls for concrete instead of Absol.
Is my mic
Asbestos.
better now?
It's a little bit better.
It's still bad. Okay.
Communist fence added an alternate version of the communist fence that can be freely placed without needing to snap to another object. Display wall weapon racks can now be correctly snapped to walls. Exploit. Items can no longer be stacked on objects that are in disrepair. Let's see here. Note. As a result of the fix, camps and blueprints that contain a workshop ammo factory are now invalid and can no longer be placed. Oh, so you can't place those ammos down no more, Mo?
Well, as long as
They removed them.
away once they're already.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean.
Yeah, it says right here, exploit. Fixed and exploit allow players to build workshop ammunition factories in their camps. Please note, as a result of this fix, camps and blueprints that contain a workshop ammo factory are now invalid and can no longer be placed. Players will also receive a notification that their camp or blueprint cannot be placed if it contains a workshop ammo factory.
Now, they only said they fixed it for placing it in camps, correct? Although if you can no longer blueprint, if they've deleted the blueprints, then you might. Cause I'm wondering if you still place them on workshops.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll find out a little later.
Yeah. Fucking, I'm talking to Losh right now, trying to get him in here. I tried to put PSN, and the autocorrect put it to Pam. So basically, the statement went from PSN party going, just waiting on you, went to Pam party going, just waiting on you. Let's see here. they'll be joining us here shortly. I'll be restarting. I'll be starting from the top again for those that have missed it. Actually, you know what? I'll stop right there and I'll give it a minute and we can discuss what we've heard so far and what we think of it. And I'm really, honestly, for those that are viewing and those that are, I'm talking to, like you, Mole, I'm curious what you guys particularly, or ladies and gentlemen, are particularly looking forward to in this season pass and this update. Is there anything like, were you looking forward to the daily ops, or were you looking forward to the Steel Dawn quest, or were you just looking forward to the legendary perk cards, or hell, even being able to play with your friends and actually be able to get them rewards correctly?
Yeah, well, I've been looking forward to the legendary perk cards.
Same.
But I got mixed feelings of whether I think that this is going to be an improvement or this is just going to be not.
You think?
You know, it's like I want to go in and see how much of my stuff is all messed up and crappy now.
Yeah.
Because that's happened too many times.
Yeah. Yes, it has. I hear you on that.
Yeah.
I wonder. Just waiting on Lost, and then we're going to start from the top again for those who have missed it and those who are here still from the beginning. I'm just trying to get everybody caught up to what's going on. Don't want to leave people in the wayside without knowing what's going on.
I wish they put a little more effort into the nuclear winter.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, what have they done? They added one new map.
Yeah, that they did.
More than a year. It's been more than a year, and that's all they've done. One new map.
Yeah, it's been all we got is two maps for nuclear winter. That's it. Yeah. Why can't we do one? I don't know, like in the Cranberry Bog, or why not in Ashy?
In the what's it called? The place where it's all dark, the mire.
Oh yeah, your shit's chopping up again, Mo.
Oh shit.
Do you have anything downloading?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it.
That may be the cause. I'm not 100% sure. But okay. With that being,
is this better now?
Yes, I can actually understand what you're saying.
It's because I'm downloading Fallout, right, and doing the update. That's why.
Gotcha.
I figured that was because I was having no problem, and then I started that when I joined you guys. So.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, I think the topography and the lighting and stuff in the mire would make for a pretty fun nuclear winter, but
it'd be really open too.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
trees.
It's not all flat. There's a lot of trees and shit, and it's really dark in a lot of areas, so that could be pretty interesting.
Well, hell, you could could do Watoga in the mix with that all too. Yeah,
and there's all those in that area. There's all those sunken parts, right? It's like having trenches for warfare, that could
trench
be really
warfare right there, 101.
Right. That's and why they don't do that, I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a good question. Waiting for.
And there's lots of people that spend a lot of time on nuclear winter, right? You go in there, you see the levels of some people. It's like, yeah, it's.
I hear you. Let's see here. Oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. That's it. Fuckers. I'll click one button, and everything goes to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, I missed a lot of what their updates were, so.
Alright, go find it again. Alright, well, while I have the time, and I've been going for an hour 20, I'm going to take this time to go stretch my legs, smoke a cigarette, get something to drink, and I will be back, and we will go from the top. Hopefully Lost is in here by the time, and then we'll go down so you can catch up on everything. And I appreciate
that sounds
everyone
good.
who stopped by hanging out. I shall return momentarily. Alright, I am back. And no one's there.
I'm here. It's just I was letting the Fallout update do its thing for a little bit. Now I've paused it again.
It's like
right, because
pause
I can't pause, like, have it running and talk in the party, apparently. So, I mean, we've had that problem intermittently before, all of us, so, yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Come on, Lost. Like, pardon the blue screen real quick. Trying to get these fools in here. Like, they taking a sweet ass time. Because once they get in here, I could start this bad boy over from the top again. Yeah. Fucking Fallout 70. Huh?
Are you looking forward to starting that new battle pass, or are you, like me, kind of dreading it, thinking it's going to be a terrible grind again?
Well, apparently they added in new ways to be able to do it, and this one you can right off the start, you put atoms into it.
What do you think, good buddy? And
yes, what up? What up?
Good morning, Lost.
A rumor I have heard from Davy Jones.
Yep. Welcome to the Wayside Chat.
The whole thing.
Right. All right. Now let's start the Fallout 76 update 22 patch notes for September 15th, 2020. Update 2020 highlights. We all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. One Wasteland. Creatures' levels now adjust to more closely match characters' levels so that you can adventure anywhere in the Appalachia, whether alone or with your friends.
Okay, but that's just dumb. I'm sorry, I'm just going to stop right here and say that's just dumb. Like, you're not supposed to be able to access everything in a game when you start out and you're like level 1 or 2.
No. They're talking about we can go to a level 50 area, kill monsters, and they'll still be able to do damage and get shit drop into their light level, their level. So that way, they're not going in, killing a 50, and a level 50 fucking item is dropping. Everything's going to go according to their level. Well, no. Basically,
so is that going to mean that vice versa, when we have a low level running with us, are we going to stop getting like the level 25 crap?
No, you're going to get your shit, Mo. You're going to get your level stuff.
It's going to stop that stupid crap from happening.
Basically, what this is doing is it's making the low levels have their own loot pool on whatever monster you guys are fighting, and you're going to have your own loot pool for the same monster that you guys are fighting. When it dies, it's going to drop something for his level, and it's going to drop something for your level. So that way low levels can start playing with high levels and get gear, and not just go out there and get 50 shit that they can't use because they're level 12.
Okay, but also, like, if you take your low-level friend and help them, like, level up by taking them into those high-level areas, are they going to be able to get good XP off it, or is it going to be scaled down too much and it's going to be
scaled to your person? It's going to be everything in that aspect is scaled to the individual characters.
So it won't be anywhere nearly as good to have your high-level friends help you level up, possibly.
No.
That's my bread and butter right there. I mean,
no, you can still do that. It's just the difference is the monster. Like, let's say you go and it's a 50 plus. It's going to scale for that other person so they can do damage to it and still get their armor and shit from it when it dies.
Right, but then
the XP is going to be it's basically going to be the same.
Do you think?
From what I've read from this. All right.
Yeah, I feel like it's worded ambiguously.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's one of those, like, it could be good or it could be terrible.
Yeah, well, right? The only way to find out is to get in there and grind out them daily spec ops.
Yeah.
All right, Fallout 76 Season 2. Join Armor Ace and the Power Patrol in the battle against the Red Vipers by ranking up on an all-new scoreboard and claiming tons of rewards along the way. Yeah, I like how they went with Red Viper instead of Red Menace.
Yeah.
Daily Ops. Gear up, grab your pals, and get ready to take on challenging, repeatable, and randomized encounters called Daily Ops.
And these are different from our traditional dailies?
Oh, by a long shot. You'll learn more once I get down to it. Legendary perks. Become legendary with new high-level perk cards that will offer more power and build diversity to your character. All right, we're going to start off with One Wasteland first. With today's update, we're excited to introduce One Wasteland to Fallout 76, which allows creatures to dynamically adjust their levels up or down on the fly to more closely match each player they encounter. If multiple players all come across the same enemy at the same time, its level will simultaneously raise from the higher level player and drop for the lowest level player. So basically, it'll be my level. Basically, it's fighting the same enemy, but two different enemies.
They're fudging the spread.
Like,
DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online Turbo. They fudge the spread by making a 4-point ruling, which is if a player is farther than 4 points away from you, it nerfs the experience points. So they're basically doing the same thing, but what's the limit? How far apart can we be from each other before it starts to really fuck us?
Alright. In additional to their levels, each creature's damage, health, and resistance, as well as loot they drop and the XP they award, will also better match each player.
So that's
Hold on. Hold that thought.
There. Yeah.
This means that all players who are venturing together can have an impact on any given combat encounter, even if there is a large level gap between them. While creatures will still have a minimum and a maximum level, such as a max of a level 50 in the forest, they are now much more flexible overall. One Wastelander opens up more opportunities to venture anywhere in Appalachia, whether alone or with friends. It also smooths out some of the early game bumps for new players, allowing high level players to get max level loot in previous low level regions, and should offer more consistent combat encounters for everyone.
See, what I'm hearing is a really good control test for us then, is when we get in, you know, I'm going to be looking for that wolf event, the leader of the pack event, because it exclusively drops low level stuff. So let's nail that down and see if we get something good at our level for that.
Yeah, and I also want to do the daily op fucking aspect of it because it's I'll get into it. Hold up. New season, board, and rewards. Join Ace, Armor Ace, and the Power Patrol on their new march against the oppressive subjugators and his army of Red Viper minions during Fallout Seasons 2, which begins today.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Season 2 brings an all-new Armor Ace scoreboard to the game, featuring 100 ranks that you can achieve during the 10 weeks. We've added a host of rewards that you will unlock as you rank up, including power armor paint, armor, weapon skins, theme, cosmetic, camp items, in-game currency, perk cards, and more. We've made several adjustments this season that you may want to keep in mind as you dive in, and here are some of them. Rank ups will be purchasable immediately, so those who would like to rank up with using atoms can join the fight and crush the Red Viper starting today. We've implemented some new dailies and weekly challenges, such as daily ops themed challenges, to offer even more day-to-day varieties as you rank up. We've also added more weeklies to the challenge lineup, so you have more flexibility to progress on your schedule. Finally, we've made several of the last season rewards, like lunch boxes, the ammo converter, available at the gold bullion vendor, so players who missed out have another opportunity to unlock them.
Oh, I like that, because I like those lunch boxes.
Alright. Any questions before we get on to daily ops?
I think we should say good on you to Bethesda, though, for making items previously unavailable to players available.
Well, you remember we were talking about that prior when the thing was going on. It was like, watch, dude, by the end of the thing, some of the shit like the ammo converter and that is going to be purchasable through fucking bullion, and boom. Look what happens.
I swear, viewers, we have no plugs in with Bethesda. Nobody there tells us anything. We're just really good at guessing what's about to happen next. We haven't
like, call this shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Daily Ops. Put your skill to the test by taking on instances, randomized and repeatable encounters called Daily Ops. Daily Ops are fairly challenging, and so we recommend them for characters who are level 50 plus.
But isn't stuff scaling, or maybe not?
No, Daily Ops is its own self. Daily Ops is an event in its own self. That'd be like going and doing, trying to do this aspect with fucking a Colossus problem. There is no scaling in that. It is what it is. And that's all that it is.
Yeah.
Alright. Our first game mode for Daily Ops is called Uplink, which will require you to secure a series of uplinks to track down and destroy enemies that are a threat to Appalachia. In the Daily Ops, you will square off against enemies from a single faction who are affected by a unique mutation, which will make them deadlier and even more challenging to take down. Complete your objective. Yeah.
Unique though. That's vague again. Bethesda, if you're watching, that's vague, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they like to use a lot of vague words because it gives them leg room.
Do they mean each group will have a mutation we are already aware of existing in the game?
No, there's different mutations, bro. Let me stop you right there. There's some different mutations, bro. Like some shit that's gonna be like, what the fuck? Well, I'll get to it here shortly. Complete your objective, eliminate the enemy threat, and you will be rewarded for your efforts to make Appalachia a safer place for everyone. To join a daily op, open the map screen and find the new world activity tracker we've added in the lower left corner. Select a daily op from the list to learn more about it, including the location, the enemy, and the mutation you will be facing. Each daily op directly from the tracker by clicking Join button. You can take on daily ops alone or in a team. Up to 4 other players.
Okay, I got a question here. Jedi, I think we're going to get back to this, but Jedi wants to know if there's going to be any camp increase budgets.
From what I've read so far, I haven't seen anything, but I haven't gotten through the entire thing yet. So it's a possibility, but I wouldn't be holding your breath yet.
Yeah, I mean, if it is, it's not going to be a grandiose amount.
No, it'll be a little one.
Yeah.
Hey, alright.
I was gonna let you. I'm gonna actually get going and let this download, so I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, Mo. You take it easy.
Alright.
Yep.
See ya.
Later.
Hey, Paladin. Welcome home. We're here with Mole's just leaving us now, but we're here with Twiggy Fett and Sickened Grim. Grim's going over the minutes of what we can expect for today. Moments.
Yep. Alright. Each day. Hello. Each day, daily ops will feature a fresh combination of location, enemy faction, and enemy mutations to keep you on your toes. Locations: the Burrows, the Burning Mine, Valley Galleria, or Vault 94. Enemy factions: Super Mutants, Blood Eagles, or robots. Enemy mutations: Piercing Gaze. The mutation,
brother, but you're having some audio.
Am I?
Reports on mine that your audio's coming through loud, and so it's vibrating. Is there any way you could turn that down just a smooch?
Is that better?
It sounds sexier to me.
All right.
What do you think, Paladin? Smooth as butter now?
I'll smooth you over like butter on bread.
Ooh.
All right. Alright, now we're on to the mutations. Piercing Gaze. The mutation is always applied to an enemy. Enemy is the uplink daily op mode. And gives them greatly enhanced perceptions of players. So they can see you fucking great distance. Volatile. Enemies will explode on death.
What?
Active camouflage. Enemies will be cloaked when not attacking. Resilient.
Those are problems for my sniper ass. I already don't like this.
This one's going to be a problem for you right now. Resilient. Enemies can only be killed by melee attacks.
Oh.
And here's the kicker. Freezing touch. Enemies' attacks will freeze players.
Oh, nuts to this.
Since you'll be facing constant combat and deadly threats during the operation, we've reduced the condition damage taken by your weapon and armor by 50% while in a daily op.
Everybody says your volume's a lot better now, but you sound sad now that I threw off your energy.
Well, it's because of my mic is when I talk my normal. I've got one of those voices that just kind of reverberates.
Right, me too. You gotta curve it. I actually,
it carries.
I might point it away from me a little bit so that I don't overstep it.
Alright.
With Sickened Grim and Twiggy Fett, they're
what up? Like the event A Colossus Problems, creatures in the daily ops will drop ammo based on the weapon you are using when you take them down. This will help keep your ammo reserves topped off through lots of combat. You can repeat daily ops as often as you like each day, and you will receive a base set of rewards every time you complete one. However, there are 3 additional reward tiers that you can reach once per day by completing a daily op within a certain time limit. And here are your tiers.
We're all on PS4 today. We don't have any Xbox or PC crew with us on the show today. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. And here are the ranks. Initiate tier, 16 minutes or less. Paladin tier, 12 minutes or less. Elder tier, 8 minutes or less. These are the tiers of better rewards you can get by completing them within a time limit.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm almost done. The higher the tier you achieve, the higher chance to get better rewards, including more XP, larger amounts of in-game currency, legendary items, and this is what I am after. And then even a brand new item like the Warglaive, which is a new customizable two-handed melee weapon. That's why I said I want to grind them Spec Ops, and I want to get that fucking... Oh, I hope not.
I was not impressed with the Tenderizer, I'm sorry.
I like the Tenderizer, but other than that, yeah, it was lacking. After finishing the...
I expect for it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good.
There's still good melee I can use, but yeah, it looks good. But I mean, I gotta hit something like 5 or 6 times with the Tenderizer, and I gotta hit it twice with my Deathclaw. So
yeah.
I don't expect for Deathclaw either. It's just for some
reason
the
damage.
Deathclaw does another DPS for me.
Yep. After finishing the daily op.
You're my niece. I figured Lexi the weird person was my niece. Thank you. Too, sweetheart.
After finishing the daily op, you will be able to view the operation report, which shows you how fast you managed to complete it, which reward tier you reached, and the list of rewards you earned, except for the XP and currency. Legendary perks. Legendary perks are now high-level perk cards for players who have reached level 50+. Which will help you add even more power and build diversity to your characters. Alright, we've added a new legendary perk button at the top of the menu card menu, which you can use to access and modify your legendary perk slots and cards. You will unlock your first legendary perk slot at 50, and up to 6 slots in total at certain level milestones after that. So it'd be 50 is your first, 75 would be your second, 100 would be your third, 150 would be your fourth, 200 would be your fifth, and then 300 would be your sixth. And if you are already a high level character, they will immediately have access to 1 legendary perk card slot for each of the above milestones they have reached. For example, a 250 character will have access to 5 legendary slots, and will gain the 6th at 300. 1 legendary perk card can be equipped to each slot, and you can unequip it at any time for exchange for 1 perk coin. Legendary perk slots are account-wide and will be available to all your characters as soon as you unlock them. So basically, if you got a max character at 300, all your new characters you make will have access to them legendary perk cards.
Okay, that makes sense. And Alex71, like I said right there, I took a second because I was trying not to interrupt Grim so often, but yes, usually about 11 p.m. to noon Central Standard Time for us is when we see the servers generally renew on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
It can depend on the update times too, so the servers might go live. Like right now, I'm currently downloading the game in the background because it's already available. But most of the time, it's about 11 a.m. Did I say p.m. the first time?
Yeah.
A.m. My bad. 11 a.m. Central. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope that helps. And welcome home.
Alright. Even your characters below 50 will be able to equip legendary perk cards and their slots, which gives them access to more power at an early stage of the game and than your high level character had at that level. With legendary perks, we are introducing perk coins, which you can use to increase the power of your legendary perk cards by upgrading them. Earn perk coins by scrapping your unused normal perk cards. Each perk card you scrap will grant you 2 perk coins. For example, when you scrap a rank 1 perk card, you will receive 2 perk coins. And scrapping a rank 3, you will get 6 coins. Each legendary perk card can be upgraded up to 3 times at a price of 50, 100, and 150 perk coins to reach 2, 3, and 4 respectively. With legendary perk slots you've unlocked are account-wide. Your legendary perk selection and upgrades are separate from each of your characters, so you'll have access, but you won't have access to the
Alex,
updated
you're
ones.
Have to use whole sentences, bro. I don't know what 23 triple question marks turn on only is. Like, use a whole question, brother.
All right. If your character's already level 50 plus. Oh, hold on. I've jumped ahead. Legendary perk selections and upgrades are separate from each of your characters. To help give your perk coin collection a boost, we've added a Become Legendary challenge to the character challenge menu, which awards 50 perk coins to a character who has reached level 50. Please note, if you are already level 50 plus, this challenge will already be completed, and the next time you log in, the 50 perk coins will be added to your total. Alright, now we're in design and updates. Any questions or anything you guys want to ask up to this point about what we've gone over?
I mean, I've got some intriguing thoughts about it, but really, we kind of
go ahead. We got a little time in here. You know, I like to take a little bit and do a little discussion in between.
The idea of the leveling system that they have in place now, where I want to see the raw numbers of how our experience gain is going to be affected by that, because I mean, are we going to be any use to low-level players for rushing them through events anymore? You know what I mean? And how will this impact public events? Because what it really sounds like is that if you're level 5 and I'm level 500 and we target the same monster at the same time, we'll both be shooting at it or attacking it melee with 2 different stat blocks on the same item. So if you hit it and I hit it, you know, which effect, how does that affect the math, truly, right?
Honestly, what I think it is it's an overlay skin. Low-level characters will see the same thing, but their
Paladin, you're brilliant.
Their math system is different opposed to a high-levels math system.
Is posting in chat in Russian for us to help explain. I really appreciate that, Paladin.
Fucking Rockstar Paladin. Fucking Rockstar status right there.
All day.
But yeah, I think what it is what they're doing is they're basically taking 2 metric systems and slapping it on one character, but making it a 2-skin type style. Like, that way one person's still getting their shit that they're after, and the other person is seeing the other math problem but solving it the same way, I guess. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. Maybe not. It's like one monster with 2 faces. 2 different levels.
Alex, if this makes sense to you, I would turn on your PlayStation now and get the update going. That way, as soon as it's in, you can be ready to play if you want to. It doesn't usually take long to update, so that's good, and the servers aren't usually offline for very long.
No.
I hope that helps.
Alright. Design and updates. General. Fast travel to the crater and the foundation is now free.
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for that because I was kind of tired of paying fucking going to them 2 places.
Oh, you mean you didn't just leave tents laying around?
Dude, I had tents left everywhere else.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I was like, no, we were using yours to get around the other parts of the map.
Yeah, like my tent was elsewhere.
Yeah.
Combat. Bonus damage. We've changed the way that damage bonuses are calculated so that they now apply abbreviatively instead of multiply. Please note, while stacking damage bonus will now have a smaller overall effect on your damage output than before, these changes will make the resulting damage much more predictable and allow for further improvements. That's vague as shit.
Yeah, that is super vague again.
Let's see here. This is a very important.
Big statements they have some writer somewhere in there who's, oh, that was really nicely worded. I'm very proud of myself. Enter. Let's move on to the next part. And I'm like, all right, we start calling you like vague,
Mr. Veggie
or something.
Vegianato.
Vegianato.
Paladin says she should change her name to Human NPC Pause.
Fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you for posting those links too, Paladin. Appreciate it.
For further, this is very important for the health of the game going forward. It will also create better opportunities for us to make smaller and more effective balance changes. We are still evaluating feedback we gathered on the changes from the PTS, and we also welcome your thoughts on how different weapons and builds feel after today's update so that we can make additional adjustments in the future. Yeah, MP, there are a lot of debuffs for PvP. Let's see here. Now we're going to items.
Are those debuffs for the Blood Eat and all that?
Yeah, it's in today.
About that?
Yeah, I'll probably get to it. It's probably further down. Items. Alien Blaster. Damage is increased by 30%.
Oh, about fucking time.
Legendary weapons. The Assassin legendary attribute now applies its bonus damage to human NPCs.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I don't fuck with Assassin very much because, personally, math-wise, I don't think it's a very good ability in most cases for most weapons.
Yeah.
So I tend to look at Assassin weapons mostly as trash, you know. But
I hear you.
I think that, like, it makes sense that they should have been doing that the whole time, so it makes sense to upgrade to that, too.
Secret Service Armor. Plans for light and ultralight limb mods for Secret Service Armor have been added, and they can now be purchased at Vault 79. The Shishki Boo Boo now deals fire damage instead of energy. The Shishki Boo does fire instead of energy. I always thought it did fire in the first place.
Yeah, I thought it did fire too. Well, I mean, when I'm sorting, I kind of consider like flamethrower weapons to be like if when I sort my ammo, I put all my flamethrower ammo onto the energy weapon ammo mule myself.
Yeah.
Just
well, what's really funny though that they say that, and I've seen people who use the flaming shish kebab and hitting like NPCs and healing them. Like, how is that healing them if that's energy damage? Because I remember that perk card.
No. The flaming shish kebab is definitely not energy damage. It's melee and fire damage, and they're using that perk for sure. But that's anything that's non-hostile to you in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes you'll be fighting creatures and they turn yellow and you can't VATS them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly they are friendly, and so I hit them and I start healing creatures.
Fire damage wasn't working till Wastelanders. Damn.
Welcome home.
Damn. Alright, let's go down here to perks. Modern Renegade. Increased Modern Renegade's chance to cripple limbs from 2, 3, and 4% to 4, 8, and 12%.
That may happen in this part right now, Jedi, that we're covering. Like, hoping that energy weapons get a little better.
Tank Killer.
There's better energy weapons.
Pistols now benefit from Tank Killer perk card.
Oh, cool. Okay. That was something that bothered me about it, because when I was trying to do that pistol build with her, just cuz, not even... You know,
yeah, right.
We noticed that there were certain things like that didn't seem to work properly. In glowing sights, for that matter, can anybody confirm that actually works with pistol? Cause,
I find it works for any gun that I use.
Right? For me, it seems universal.
I haven't used it.
Well, it's really good against glowing fucks.
She doesn't use it directly. She uses it when I share it, you know.
Yeah. All right. User interface. Public teams. We've renamed the building team to casual and removed the casual team bonus. In its place, we've added a daily ops team type, which offers a XP bonus for completing daily ops from 25 up to 100 when fully bonded. We did this in part because it is not possible to build in a public teammates camp. Yeah, that's why when they first released that fucking build mode, I was like, why in the fuck is there a build mode when you can't build in other people's camps?
Yeah, well, right. You know, I think part of that too was I don't think it was accident that they did it. I think they did it on purpose in the beginning because people are wary and untrusting, and
right.
It protects players from each other, and it protects us from like people like us from having to deal with whiners.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've only ever had to deal with that once, and that was like way back in the day. I jumped on some random person, invited me to their team, so I was like, you know what, whatever. I took that invite, and they came and destroyed my camp. Yeah. It's like, I'm leaving.
And then that happened to you one time in 2 years of almost everyday gameplay, and like we've only ever been nuked one time, and both of our places got nuked at the same time.
And as soon as I was like, man, that sucked. I would I said one thing to somebody, and they came and fixed my camp, and I was like, no, dude, I was just venting. Thank you.
Okay, we did this in part and we did this because it is not possible to build in public teammates, blah, blah, blah. And players, we used the building team. That way we had intended casuals to be used anyways. Remove the casual team option. It is made room for us to add the new daily ops team type, which we feel players will find more useful in the following update. Yeah, most definitely. World.
Hold on. In Justified on Twiggy server.
Yesterday, where the servers were down. This is
routine. They may have been doing a hot fix.
No, it's routine for the big update.
Yeah.
Given what's coming into the game today with the new legendary run and stuff, while we update the game on our end, Bethesda is actively updating the game on the end of the servers from their side. So the servers are down right now while they do those updates, and it usually takes them.
It shouldn't be down much longer.
Yeah, it usually takes them about an hour or so. They usually start for us time-wise. They usually start about 9 to 10 a.m. our time, and they're usually done by 11 to noon our time. The longest one ever was I think when Wastelanders dropped, they were down for 4 hours, but it was also the biggest.
Yeah, that was the launch of their biggest fucking DLC to the game.
Hard on that.
Literally thousands of NPCs hit a map, you know.
Yeah. All right. Now, World Vault 94 is now accessible during world exploration and adventure mode and private worlds. Huh? Upstairs. Alright, Vault 51. We've added a no camp zone around Vault 51 exterior in preparation for the future content. So Vault 51 is, after they fucking barricaded it off from people fucking going through it, they're bringing it back.
Yes.
Cause you remember fucking back in vanilla, people were ghosting through?
No, I don't remember doing that at all.
No, there was people that were telling me that there was people that were ghosting through. That's why they put all the rocks and shit in front of it to stop people from doing it. But yeah, now it has been clarified and confirmed that there will be something to do with Vault 51 later on. Check outside then.
Just raids, honestly.
Right, I want something other than a raid.
Read a story.
I would.
In there?
Hold on. Let me say something. What I would like for them to do for Vault 51, for it to be an entire civilization of Vault dwellers still in there, trapped. And we gotta go in there and help them fix their fucking vault and shit and get them out so that way they can come out into the Appalachia. Because honestly, I do not want another Vault raid. I do not, because the last one was fucking cancer. No?
No, I like the Vault raids, but Yeah, I hope for something new.
Yeah.
But I also hope they bring back vault raids.
That would be fun. I miss those.
Yeah. Oh, Grim, did we lose you?
Nope, sorry. Let's see here.
You're good, bud. You're good.
All right, on to the next.
My morning coffee just now.
Oh yeah, I could use some coffee. What's up?
Do not slam your last swig of coffee, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
With yourself. Save
1 second.
Don't choke.
Alright.
Alright, bug fixes, art and graphics. Apparel, Under Armour no longer clips to Charlie, the Moo outfit.
That's kind of disappointing though, because it led to some funny, like, combinations.
Yeah. While equipped, the Grognak's Battle Cry emote now correctly displays its icon in the emote wheel. Headgear. Extreme facial features no longer clip through the ghillie suit's hood mask. Like, they put in extreme. Like, I bet you motherfuckers out there got some honkers or some big ass fucking wide chin and shit that was showing through.
Probably, yeah.
And you're like, yeah, we don't want people walking around with a big ass fucking beak popping through the shit. Alright, there's 2 lightings. One is for the lighting inside Charleston Capitol building, and the other one's Morgan's train yard.
Oh, congratulations. Paladin's update is done. Go you.
Congratulations. Loot bag. They fixed the Vault-Tec bag now.
Quick. Don't mind the blue screen, guys. I'm just checking
Yeah,
my
same
update.
here. Go ahead.
Yeah, they fixed an issue with the Vault-Tec duffel bag model that made it difficult to interact with, and yeah, I noticed that. That shit will fucking, when I drop it down, dude, people would have a hard time picking shit up in it. Weapons.
Yeah.
Fix additional issues that could cause crippling when reloading a Hadman rifle with a Screaming Eagle paint. Like I was saying last time earlier when I was reading this, like, I've never had it happen, but at the same time, I'm running with adamantium skeleton, so me getting crippled is non-existent.
And see, Twigs runs the same. I don't. I keep 1 endurance, so I can't even afford anything but Aqua Blood, you know.
Right. Alright, camp and workshops.
That's interesting. I want to check out the math on that later, too.
Yeah. Ammo converter. Attempting to sell 40mm grenade rounds no longer result in a transaction error or fail error.
Is that a thing?
I guess. I've never tried to sell 40mm in the ammo converter, so I don't know. So I couldn't tell if it was.
An absolute crap ton of it, but I hadn't got to disposing of that yet, so now I'm kind of glad that I have a system for everything.
Yeah. Blood Eagle's Nest. Allies can now enter and exit the Blood Eagle's Nest more easily. I didn't even know if it was a problem in the first place.
Yeah, right?
Camp. Resources generated by objects like the Collectron, fertilizer producer, and etc. are now stored in the player's stash or scrap box if you move camp location before collecting them. I thought that was doing that in the first place.
Yeah,
like, are you telling me when I did that I lost it? Yeah, like, it's making it sound like before I was losing the shit.
Well, maybe. I mean,
I don't know, because there's been times, dude, I had enough stuff in my stash, dude, and I pick up my camp, put it back down, like, I'd be like 15 pounds over what I originally was. Like, the fuck?
Right, yeah, that kept happening to me, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that one.
Particularly around Fasnacht Day, and that's when I got the new robot, and you remember I got bored with the Christmas one, so that kind of renewed me into the robot. And now they're having a good rhythm about bringing these robots out now.
I like the Brotherhood of Steel one, by the way.
I do, too.
Yeah.
At first, it seems very plain, but it's super useful. I think we take it for granted.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is for you, Lost. For you. Fixed an issue that could prevent fast travel to another player's camp if the camp owner had the Future Tech camp skin equipped. Like, you know how your shit would disappear and shit?
It would disappear off the map. You guys couldn't find me.
Like a ninja camp.
That, though. I was enjoying
a little bit of privacy.
He's like, ninja. Well, fuck, if you want privacy, just turn off your vendor.
Well, I mean, no, there's that for public, but I mean...
Private? Like, yeah, you don't know where my shit's at.
The first time I went over there and I started playing around with the building spot when I just dropped it, and then I fast traveled to do something with you guys, and then I couldn't find my own camp. It said I was still at Seneca Rock.
That's
so
funny.
when I fast traveled to Seneca Rock, it actually took me to my tent, not my camp, which was really weird. And so I have video of that. It's on private on my YouTube, but
I think it's funny.
After that, like, it was gone, guys. It just didn't exist anymore, my camp location, but it was there. I could, what I ended up doing was dropping a tent nearby it, and then we would just fast travel to my tent and then walk over to the area. And I went and dropped the camp several times, and it showed up on the map, so we weren't sure at first why it was doing it, but apparently it was because sometimes I had the orange skin on, and sometimes I didn't, and so I guess that's what they're fixing now, huh? No more secret camp find me games.
They're right. Campfires. Objects that can only be placed in dirt can no longer be built on campfires.
Oh.
Yeah, that takes away a lot of little extra building aspects. Communist bunker, which I'm happy to hear about. Objects placed on the floor of the communist bunker no longer appear to float.
Okay, yeah, because that's weird, right?
Yeah, that's weird. Fucking place something down and you look down at the floor and that bitch is just fucking floating. Like Houdini. Like fucking Houdini. Alright, the wall, communist bunker. The interior walls of the communist bunker are now more hexagon rather than cylinder to help players more easily place wall decor.
Okay.
Yeah,
that includes the weapons racks.
I'm assuming so. Anything that would be like something that would go on a flat surface or a flat wall.
The servers, unknown person, personal? Is that what we're saying?
Personal unknown?
Unknown personal. The servers are still down right now for their updates.
Yep.
But you can be updating your console or PC right now. The updates are available for our end also.
Yep. Let's see here. Now we've got the communist bunker. The building requirements for the communist bunker now correctly call for concrete instead of...
No problem.
Fucking that... Oh, dude, I'm drawing a blank. That's
the word right there in front of you. Never be afraid. We're never too old to sound it out, brother.
No, I'm having a hardcore brain fart right now. Like my brain is looking at the word, but it's not registering the word.
Oh no, I had that. Yeah, I get you.
It's that fucking shit you get from the cigarettes when you break it down.
Asbestos?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Asbestos. Communist fence added an alternate version of the communist fence that can be freely placed without needing to snap to other objects, which is nice. Now you can free lay them wherever you want without having to snap.
Excuse me.
Injustified?
Yeah. Display. Wall weapons racks can now be correctly snapped to walls.
That is a hefty 30 gigabyte download.
Yeah, they've got a lot of content they're adding into it
Exploit.
Now.
Fixed an exploit that allowed players to build workshop ammunition factories in their camps.
Holy.
Please note, as a result of this fix, camps and blueprints that contain a workshop ammo factory are now invalid and can no longer be placed. Players will also receive a notification that their camp or blueprint cannot be placed if it contains a workshop ammo factory.
Oh man.
Exploit.
I built that fucking bridge for my ship, and the helm piece is the ammo factory, the smaller one. Man, got me.
Alright, next one. Exploit. Addressed a camp budget exploit relating to generators. Huh. Okay. Didn't know about that one. Alright. Floors. Dirt. Okay. I knew about this one. But I just never did it. It's you know the dirt tiles, you were able to put other floors on top of it.
Thank you.
It says here floors. Farmable dirt tiles can no longer be replaced by other floor types.
Oh shit! That again hits my airship. Remember the air grove
Mm-hmm.
I had going? Yeah.
Floor decor. The standing taxidermy gorilla plan now correctly unlocks the standing gorilla instead of the sitting version, and vice versa. Floor decor. The standing and sitting. Oh, I already read that.
Yeah.
Fusion generator.
What you meant, pause. I got you.
Fusion generator. When scrapped, fusion generators now correctly return aluminum, copper, and rubber. Log cabins. Players can now correctly place items in the window of the log cabin. Fucking finally. Like, that was one of the reasons I got it, so I could put shit in the window.
If you hang around with us after we finish these patch notes, we can totally give you some pointers.
Yeah, most definitely. Rainwater collector no longer becomes invisible when destroyed. That's good. There's been a couple of times I didn't know mine was destroyed, and that fucker just disappeared. Challenges. Daily. Scrapping. Fertilizer now correctly processes the collection fertilizer sub-challenge for the gather building supply daily challenge.
Okay.
Death and respawn. Ash and goo piles. Players now die immediately when they turn into ash or goo, rather than enter into down but not out state. That right there was the starting point of the God glitch.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm glad that's gone.
Respawn.
I was thinking about where I've shot things and people, and with my like plasma, for example, and they seem to die, but really they have like a tick left, and there's a goo pile on the ground, and I'm like, but how do I have a goo pile and a living anything still?
Yeah, that was basically the start of it. That's how they started it. At least someone told me.
Okay.
Because I was kind of curious about it, so that way I know how to avoid uninitially starting one of those things. Like if I go and fight someone with an energy weapon or some shit,
Yeah.
I don't need them fucking using me to start their shit.
You know, during a meeting last night, like, and this is the thing, is like, there's exploiters, and then I get what you mean, and like, to further this to the audience, guys, like, I have a blueprint on a couple of my characters that I call Wasteland Welders, and what it is it's a power unit with a rug on top of it, with a flamethrower on top of that rug, and an on-off switch attached to the assembly, and then I wire it together.
Nice.
Right? And I just drop them as a blueprint, because it's easier, you know? And then I store them by pointing down at the generator at the bottom and just hit store, and it all goes back into my inventory. They just patched, I guess, earlier this week or last week. There was a build budget glitch. Remember how when I was messing around on the ship, I was accidentally exploiting a build budget glitch to give myself more build budget that I didn't even know I was doing. And that's
good
because
job.
Apparently, if the flamethrowers were active at the time, and you put everything away at once while the fire was... And you know me, I'm impatient. Once I get the wall to break, I just store it right away. That way I don't have to worry about it breaking nothing else,
Yeah.
And so, but that gave... And then, remember, I was like, I hit max budget, but, okay, I'm going to get rid of a couple things, and I was like... I'm going to redo this whole wall. And apparently when I redid the whole wall, that's what kept giving me small amounts of budget, and that's why I suddenly had room to put the wheat up there.
Yeah.
And it's not like I did it a whole bunch. I found enough room to plant almost 2 of each crop, but in some cases only 1 of each crop.
Yeah.
And then I was satisfied with where it was and how it looked, so I wasn't using the flamethrower anymore, so the budget never went up, and I never noticed it even happen. But when we had that meeting, I found out, and I was like, that explains what happened there.
Yeah.
So scrap the whole ship and build a new one that's not using any exploits on budget glitch. No
right.
judgments to you guys if you do it. I'm just,
Alright, respawns. Implemented A fix to reduce cases where players could become unable to respawn after being killed during an event or in an interior. Alright. Please note, the fix may not address all situations that can cause this issue to occur, but it should help, and we are continuing to work on a more complete fix. Enemies. The Scorch Beast Queen. The Scorch Queen wings can now be crippled to cause her to land, and her legs can be crippled to slightly reduce her rotation. Like, bro, all I can say about that entire statement is they should have had a fucking V8. Like, this shit was already in the game in vanilla. Then they took it out. Why they took it out in the first place, I do not grasp the understanding. Because with her not being able to get crippled, it made that shit way more difficult than it ever needed it to be. Because that bitch flies way too much. Way.
Part of the reason that I heard part of the reason that they disabled the crippling on her had something to do with the way we were all using those cryolators. How it affected her. It was easier, I think, at the time. And I like to think of it from a programmer's point of view, too. So I think it was easier to affect certain math sometimes by doing one thing than to do the other. And so when you're troubleshooting something like that, you're going to look at more than one solution and which one costs the least and has the least impact on other systems and has the least potential to cause other bugs to occur. And I feel like just removing that ability like that
makes sense.
Simpler than figuring out how to isolate just the cryolators. And since then, they may have had time to, in all of this weapon math that they're changing, they may have fixed more things than we even knew were a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, items. And this one looks like to be a pretty fucking decent one. Aid. Fix an issue where players were unable to die from radiation damage while affected by plus max health buffs, like those offering by Buff Out, Buffets, Cycle buffs. Aid. Mud cookies, swamp tofu, and all omelet recipes no longer incorrectly appear in the cooking station's meat category. Aid. Seared venison with berries and cranberry meatball grinder now correctly appear in the cooking station's meat category and will progress the meat cook a meat-based meal daily challenge. Alien Blaster. Players can now correctly switch back to standard grip mod after applying the sharpshooter's grip.
Oh. I didn't know you couldn't. I never went back.
I've never fucking used a gun, so yeah, kudos.
Yeah, I played around with it for a while and kept it as a wall mount. And then,
He's like, I kept it as a wall mount. Yeah.
And that was it for me. I was like, alright, I've got the mods, I'm done.
Alright, armor. The pocketed mods for the Raider chest piece no longer incorrectly grant more carry capacity than the deep pocket mod. Dude, I didn't even know that. Like, some of this shit I didn't even know was even a thing.
Now, that one I did know. It depended on the armor, too. Like, there were certain armors, and I noticed it at first and wasn't sure, and, then, like, I got more sure with it, but there were specific armors where the deep pocket would say 10, or would say 5, and the pocketed would say 10, and you're like, well, that seems strange, but alright, the math is right there, and when you applied it, it wasn't just like a visual mistake in the stats, it actually transferred over. If you went and looked at your strength, your weight, it would go up by the 10, and I was like, alright, well, those just about paying attention. I didn't really think, I think it's a superficial problem, but it's good that they fixed it, because it does look kind of sloppy if it didn't,
Yeah. Alright, and here's the other half of what I was talking about. Exploit. Addressed an exploit in which players could intentionally double the stat bonuses offered by unyielding armors. Fireworks. Equipping fireworks no longer causes player to reload much faster than intended.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Thanks for those bits and
Justify.
Right.
Gatling gun. Norris, crafting item unlocked. Notification no longer appears when scrapping Gatling guns. I said scrafting. What the fuck? Loot. Enemies that drop contextual ammo can now correctly drop arrows, crossbow bolts, 38s, 44 grenade rounds, ultrasight plasma cartridges, ultrasight 2mm, 2mm, let's see here, cartridge, instead of random ammo when players kill them with the appropriate weapons.
Okay. So that feeds into the earlier...
Yeah, that makes fucking for the constant fighting a little more doable. Instead of fucking going out there and, oh look, I found 38 and I'm using 45.
Right. Which, I mean, that means that the ammo mule I have, I can just start consuming that into processing for whatever else I can get out of it. I don't have to keep storing up all this excess ammo anymore. Like, there's usually enough purpose, you know. And then with that feeding my cause, I won't... Yeah, dude, I like this.
Alright, power armor. Fixed an issue in which power armor with the junkyard paint was not providing the correct amount of radiation resistance.
I only do power armor paints for vanity, so I wouldn't have noticed.
Right. Shotguns. Fixed an issue affecting suppressor shotgun mods that could cause the weapon's range value to be negative.
We just got a potential update that maintenance may be completed.
Oh, well, well, yeah, you guys check it out. I'm gonna continue going through the list here. Under Armor. Secret Service Under Armor lining mods can now be correctly applied to camo Secret Service Under Armor. Under Armor. Fixed an issue that allowed players to craft the camo Secret Service Under Armor without knowing that the Secret Service Under Armor recipe. Mutations. General. Players can now correctly acquire more than one mutation in a given play session. So now you can go into one play session and get all your mutations.
Okay.
Instead of having to go get one mutation in one server, jump to another server, get another mutation, the old-fashioned way. You know, when you don't buy.
For me, and for any of you guys who are on PS4, just you come hit us up. Right? Like,
right.
I have all the serum recipes. So does Twigs. We can just make you for free. Whatever. At best, if you want to be helpful, bring us some supplies. Bring us some scrap materials to help us out with making these things.
You don't even need that much.
Yeah. No.
Whatever you can offer.
Yeah, and don't feel like you have to have anything.
Like, if you don't have anything, it's fine.
There yet? That's fine. Come to us. We'll help you out.
And if worst case scenario, and you may need some materials, dude, I've got materials I could hook you up.
Yeah.
Speed Demon. Fixed an issue that reduced Stimpak's healings while under the effects of Speed Demon mutations. Yes, I knew that. I knew about this one. Because there have been times, dude, I'll use a Stimpak and it only give me like a small ass thing of it. NPCs. Critters. Now cap at level 5 and can no longer spawn as legendary. I didn't even know critters spawned as legendary.
I saw a few myself, but only a handful maybe.
I've never seen a legendary squirrel or a legendary of that sort.
I have. I've seen a couple. I have some like couple second clips where I was vaxing and shit. And
that's funny.
But they didn't have anything legendary on them when I found the body. It was just regular.
That's funny. Fish bones. No longer flees from nearby hostiles at Ohio River Avengers. Okay. Performance and stability.
It's a great place to farm plastic.
Fixed a crash that could occur when using the Pip-Boy. Improved client stability on Xbox One when players sign out of their profile during active gameplay. Performance. Fix an issue with the Tesla rifle that could result in poor fire frame from nearby enemies. Or frame rate. Server stability. Address multiple issues that could result in server crash during normal gameplay. Addressed a server crash that could occur during Nuclear Winter's matches.
Well, that doesn't affect me yet, but I'm sure it's going to make a lot of happy people out there.
Addressed a server crash related to players' vending machines.
Didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, me neither. Addressed an issue that could cause a waiting for a response from server message to appear after using a Nuclear keypad.
Aries, we are not sure if they did or didn't yet. We're not done with the notes, but so far I'd say they haven't seemed to have messed with the camps. No.
Yeah, it doesn't seem so.
Okay,
Not too much.
The floor.
Okay,
Yeah.
some stacking.
So if you got dirt floor, you can't change your dirt floor to another type of floor once you have stuff in it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what was that other thing? Oh, the ammo. That's a big one that'll impact a lot of people, I think, or more people than I would think it would.
Yeah.
The ammo crafting station, whatever it is, the big one that people have blueprinted and have been dropping, that is apparently no longer a blueprint. And if you have it in a blueprint, that blueprint won't place. And if you have, say, like your camp, like you move somewhere else and you have your camp blueprinted and you go to drop it, but the ammo generator is part of it, then it will no longer place that camp either.
Servers up? Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. We were getting some confirmations around right now that the server.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, you guys. Well, then that means I gotta close the game and restart my stream.
Alright, well, we will sit tight here with you.
Alrighty, well, I will be back momentarily. You will probably get a blue screen for a couple seconds, but I will start my stream back up.